here.
Well, it's not true. Not for me and Nick.
Search of Jane.
With us, 2 years, it's just good.
Boston. You were an alienated teen and only Elizabeth Bennet understood you. Look at that. My God. You naughty minx.
Well, technically, we're supposed to fuck the next stop.
Yeah, in keeping with tradition. Yeah.
But I might be willing to bend the rules this once.
God bless Jane Austen.
After I killed him, I dropped the gun in the Thames, washed the residue off my hands in the bathroom of a Burger King, and walked home to await instructions. Shortly thereafter, the instructions came through. Get the fuck out of London, you dumb fucks. Get to Bruges. I didn't even know where Bruges fucking was. It's in Belgium.
What the hell are you doing?
I've been taking a few lessons lately.
That's what you've been up to?
Yep. Oh, I should ask you, did you pack your bags yourself?
Yes, I did.
Good. Everything seems to be in order. You ever been to San Francisco?
Yes.
Good, because we're going to Cleveland. November 545, Charles Monopoly, placing teacup clearance on Broadway tonight. But Charlie Papa, you have a beer to take. I'm gonna try to make your dreams come true, Betty.
Still there? Still there? Still there? Still there? Gone.
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends, You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
In the end, how much worse could it get?
Is my name.
I didn't want to see anybody, especially not my landlord's nasty young wife.
Alec, Tuesday.
Look, enough, okay? Steve handles the rent, so you can feed your crap to him.
I suddenly had extra reason to get away from her. I had thoughtlessly ingested a substance.
Like the rent's not low enough.
I had gotten remarkably little information from Vernon about what this drug would do.
You could even be a bike messenger and come up with that, really.
What if it was a hallucinogen?
It's pathetic.
Oh my God. Listening to her rag if I were tripping, I'd jump out a fucking window.
Hello? Are you listening to me? Do you get it? You are gonna be out on the streets.
And then I felt it.
You don't have a place to live.
I was blind, but now I see.
What's wrong?
What?
You don't like me, and I don't blame you. You see a self-defeating, energy-sucking piece of shit who's sponging off your husband. You're wishing I'd blow my brains out, but my existence shouldn't make you this upset. What is it?
That's none of your business.
Something wrong in law school?
How do you know I'm in law school?
People who aren't usually don't carry around dry, academically constipated books about a dead Supreme Court justice.
You're a creep, aren't you? You've been following me.
No, I just noticed the book.
You just saw the corner of it. How did you know that?
I'd seen it before, 12 years ago in college. Sitting on the couch of a TA I was trying to make, waiting for her to come back out of the bathroom, hoping she'd have a condom. Somehow my unconscious had served that up. A memory I'd never even recorded. Or was it there the whole time, and all I needed was the access?
If you're writing a paper, that's not the book I'd use.
Well, who asked you?
Hastings has his oral history. I'd start there. Interesting point. Grammatically, this guy was an idiot, which sort of gives credence to the theory that one of the clerks he had fired actually wrote most of this guy's major opinion.
Blueberry pie to go with the pancakes. And on top, a thin slice of melted cheese.
Where's my watch?
It's there.
It's not.
Have you looked?
Yes, I fucking look. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? You sure you got it?
Yes, bedside table drawer.
And the little kangaroo?
Yes, it was on your little kangaroo.
Yeah, well, it's not here now.
Well, it should be.
Yes, it most definitely should be, but it's not here now. So where the fuck is it? Fabian, it's my father's fucking watch. You have any idea what he had to go through to get me that watch? I don't have time to go into it, but he went through a lot. Now, all this other shit you could set on fire, but I specifically reminded you not to forget the fucking watch! Now think. Did you get it?
I believe so.
You believe so? What the fuck does that mean? You either did or you didn't get it!
Then I did.
You sure? not your fault. You left it at the apartment. You left it at the apartment. It's not your fault. I had to bring a bunch of stuff. Reminded you about it, but I didn't illustrate how personal the watch was to me. All I gave a fuck about was the watch. I should tell you that. I'm not a mind reader. Are you?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Just means I can't have breakfast with you.
Why does it mean that?
So I gotta go back to my apartment and get my watch.
It began with the forging of the Great Rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest, and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men who, above all else, desire power. For within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. And into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all.
Until the stars are all alive, mist and shadow, cloud and shade, all shall fade, all shall fade.
WW. My star, my perfect silence. WW. I mean, who you figure that is, yeah? Woodrow Wilson? Willy Wonka? Walter White?
You got me. Rosebud.
On the wall back there is a black panel. Blinky yellow light. You see it?
Yeah?
There's a Quarnix battery behind it. Purplish box, green wires. To get into that watchtower, I definitely need it.
How are we supposed to do that?
Well, supposedly these bald bodies find you attractive, so maybe you can work out some sort of trade.
You must be joking.
No, I really heard they find you attractive.
Look, it's 20 feet up in the air, and it's in the middle of the most heavily guarded part of the prison. It's impossible to get up there without being seen.
I got one plan, and that plan requires a frickin' Quarnix battery, so figure it out! Can I get back to it? Thanks. Now, this is important. Once the battery is removed, everything is gonna slam into emergency mode. Once we have it, we gotta move quickly. So you definitely need to get that last. Or we can just get it first and improvise.
I'll get the armband.
Leg.
Immediately open ourselves up. Find a partner.
Take it if it makes you talk. Take it if it makes you cough. Take it if it makes you forget verses. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Hey, Aaron here. Leave a message.
Hey, Aaron, Sonia here again. I know that you're probably going to be away this weekend, but listen, just think about what we're going to play, please, because we have to decide and we need to practice, okay? Anyway, it will be fun, I promise. And, oh, please call Mom, please, because she worries, which you know already. Okay, later, A, bye.
Ever had one of those nights that starts out like any other but ends up being the best night of your life?
Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin. Come on, once more. 5, 6, 2, 8.
Newton Haven was our hometown, our playground, our universe, and that night it was the site of a heroic quest. The aim? To conquer the Golden Mile. 12 pubs along a legendary path of alcoholic indulgence. There was the First Post, the Old Familiar, the Famous Cock, the Cross Hands, the Good Companions, the Trusty Servant, the Two-Headed Dog, the Mermaid, the Beehive, the King's Head, the Hole in the Wall, all before reaching our destiny, the world's end. We took my car into town. I called it the Beast because she was pretty hairy. And so our journey into manhood began. We were off. We didn't waste any time. We hit pub 1 and we hit it hard. There was drinking, there was fun, there was controversy, there were ladies, there were shots, there was drama, and of course, there was drinking. By pub 5, we were feeling invincible and decided to purchase some herbal refreshment from a man we called the Reverend Green. Pint 6 put O-Man out of commission, so we carried on without him. Good thing, I bumped into his sister in the next pub, we went into the Disableds, and I bumped into her again. Sam tagged along for a while, but then I had to let her go. I had another date that night, and her name was Amber. 9 pints in, and it was us against the world. Things got mental in the beehive, so we repaired to the Bowls Club, or as we like to call it, the Smokehouse, which is when it all went fuck up. Everyone got power and Pete chucked a whitey, so we had to bench him. In the end, we blew off the last 3 pubs and headed for the hills. I remember sitting up there, blood on my knuckles, beer down my shirt, sick on my shoes, seeing the orange glow of a new dawn break and knowing in my heart life would never feel this good again.
Charles, do you know how long you kept me waiting last night while you went to the newspaper for 10 minutes? What do you do in a newspaper in the middle of the night?
Emily, my dear, your only correspondent is the Inquirer.
Sometimes I think I'd prefer a rival of flesh and blood.
Oh, Emily, I don't spend that much time on the newspaper.
It isn't just the time. It's what you print. Attacking the president.
You mean Uncle John?
I mean the president of the United States.
He's still Uncle John. He's still a well-meaning fathead who's letting a pack of high-pressure crooks run his administration. This whole oil scandal.
He happens to be the president, Charles, not you.
That's a mistake that will be corrected one of these days.
Your Mr. Bernstein sent Junior the most incredible atrocity yesterday, Charles. I simply can't have it in the nursery.
Mr. Bernstein is apt to pay a visit to the nursery now and then.
Does he have to?
Yes.
Really, Charles? People will think...
What I tell them to think.
God. Typical landlubbers. No stamina these days. Never mind. I'll get you there, Tintin.
blood runs cold in every sea captain who looks upon that flag, for he knows he's facing a fight to the death. But Sir Francis is a haddock, and haddocks don't flee.